can His Holiness, the Dalai Lama's successor, be non-Chinese? And what if His Holiness doesn't announce his successor in his lifetime? The Dalai Lama's successor has to be non-Chinese. The Dalai Lama, his successor has to be Tibetan, right? So obviously it's going to be non-Chinese. So that's very clear. The Dalai Lama's successor will be Tibetan, not Chinese. Now, what if His Holiness the Dalai Lama doesn't announce, doesn't clarify the issue of his succession in his lifetime? What happens then? So, what's the issue of the Dalai Lama succession? So, generally, when a Dalai Lama passes away, it is said that his atma, his soul, will reincarnate within a few years in a child in Tibet. And so the monks, they look for a set of signs which will be associated with the birth of the new Dalai Lama. And that's how they identify the child who is the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama. Okay, I'm saying this in very brief. Now, the present Dalai Lama is quite elderly. I hope he lives beyond 100. I hope so. But eventually he's going to have to leave his body, right? He's going to have to pass on. So then the question is, what happens then? The Chinese government would very much like to control the process of the appointment of the next Dalai Lama. So if the current Dalai Lama doesn't clarify the issue of his succession and he passes away, without doing that, then the Chinese government will take control of the matter and they will appoint their own Dalai Lama in Lhasa, who's going to be a Chinese Communist Party controlled Dalai Lama. So they will take ownership of the institution of the Dalai Lama. They will take ownership of it. Right now, the institution of the Dalai Lama is not owned by the Chinese government. It operates out of India, Dharamshala. So ideally, what His Holiness should do is he should make a clear, unambiguous declaration of how the issue of the succession should be handled. He should make it very clear where he intends to reincarnate. If he does intend to reincarnate, maybe he can say that this lifetime will be my last lifetime, and I will not reincarnate anymore. I will go and attain nirvana. So there will be no more Dalai Lamas after me. He can make that statement. If he does make that statement, then anything the Chinese government tries after this will be automatically null and void, because the Dalai Lama has said that I will not reincarnate. Otherwise, if he does intend to reincarnate after he passes on, then he can make a clear statement that I, in my next birth, will be born in so-and-so place. Maybe not in Tibet. Maybe I'll be born in India. Or maybe I'll take birth among the Tibetan diaspora outside of Tibet. Or whatever he wishes. So he needs to clarify the matter once and for all. And if he doesn't do that, then the Chinese government will take control of the institution. So let's see how it goes.